Welcome back, guys. It's the Tours Ohana. I'm Jay.
And I'm Kaleo.
And today we're going to talk about 15 foods that you have to try if you visit Hawaii.
This list is comprised of a lot of local favorites.
And these are also foods that are less talked about in a lot of other videos. So we're super excited to let you guys know.
So number one, obviously, you've heard about this. Poke. Foodland poke to be specific. And, you get close here, Inari bombs from K-Bay Bros.
So instead of poke, because everybody knows about poke, but take it a little step further. Try yourself some inari bombs.
Inari bombs are fried tofu stuffed with rice and topped with raw fish.
Yeah, they're basically like poke. So the fresh poke goes on top, and it's just kind of a nicer spin on like a regular poke bowl, and definitely something to try, like I said, if you're in Hawaii.
And it's handheld, so it's really easy to eat with your fingers.
Just think of like sushi on steroids.
All in one, the whole package just ready. I recommend getting it from K-Bay Bros. That is the one I've tried it at first, and it's really good, and I think it's a staple in Kaneohe. So if you're ever in Kaneohe, find yourself at K-Bay Bros. Number two is hurricane popcorn.
So hurricane popcorn is basically like Hawaii style of popcorn. It's mixed with different things, so it could be anywhere from like furikake to like some sesame oil in there. There can be mochi crunch.
Sometimes they put lihimoi inside, sometimes they put extra butter, sometimes they put the sugary butter on top.
Yeah, they're basically like loaded popcorns, but like I said, Hawaii style.
And you can get it at any mall, I'm pretty sure. I get mine specifically at the cart in the Wimmer Mall, at downstairs near the Ko'olau Pet.
Number three is saimin / fried noodle. Two different things, but we'll go ahead and tell you guys the differences.
Saimin is made with egg noodles and it's made with a dashi broth, so it's kind of like seafood broth. They also have what is called naruto, which is the rice cakes, but it usually comes with some veggies, green onion.
Compared to like traditional like ramen or udon, it could probably be compared more towards udon, but in a sense that it's a lighter broth, so it's a very light soup.
Doesn't make you feel gross after eating it oftentimes. And fried noodles is basically the fried version of saimin. So you take the noodles and you just fry it up with some shoyu. You can add cut spam, vegetables, green onions, whatever you want to it. You basically can make it into like a chow fun or chow mein type of thing.
And also, if you know what liquid seasoning tastes like, it actually has more of a liquid seasoning taste versus the regular like sweet teriyaki sauce that you would find in like a chow mein.
Where I recommend to grab my saimin is Palace Saimin. If you can get it in that parking lot, that'll be perfect. And then for fried noodles, I recommend Zippy's.
Number four is cake noodle.
So cake noodles is basically fried saimin, and then they have a chicken broth glaze that goes over it. Sometimes it's made with chicken or beef. It has a lot of vegetables. It's really, really good.
So it does have more of a crunchy consistency, but as it sits in the sauce, it will soften a little bit. And this is more specific to like Chinese style food, but with the Hawaii spin on it.
I recommend going to Taste of Hong Kong and Napa Beach for that.
But speaking of Chinese food, honestly, Chinese food is bomb in Hawaii. So really just try out some Chinese food in Hawaii and I think you'd be surprised.
Number five, my personal favorite on this list, molokai bread.
So molokai bread is specifically a fresh baked loaf. Originally, it originated from Molokai, but the business eventually expanded, and now they have little trucks that pop up in farmers markets along with little food trucks throughout the different islands. And this is definitely something that you have to try out if you go to Hawaii because it's so Hawaii specific. Every single month they have specific flavors, along with every single week different special flavors. So sometimes they might have lilikoi jam, they might have cookie butter, which is my favorite. And also it's really good either warmed up in the microwave or like the oven, or again just taken straight out the bag. So we actually like to freeze it and take it back home with us because it does really well being frozen as well. But again, just make sure to check out their social media pages or their website to check out where they're popping up next or where the food truck might be, so that way you can grab yourself some. And number six is kulolo.
Kulolo is basically taro that is steamed with coconut milk and sugar, and it comes out into like this kind of doughy-ish texture. Kind of like mochi a little bit. It's really good. It's really tasty. It is an acquired taste, but I would recommend trying it.
And some people even describe kulolo as like kind of like Hawaii's like chocolate bar type of thing. It's not super sweet, but like I said, there is definitely like an earthier flavor. So if you do like taro, you might like kulolo. Also, if you're trying to try kulolo in a more amped version, make sure to go to the Waiole Poi Factory to get yourself the Sweet Lady of Waiole, which is basically the kulolo with a haupia ice cream, I believe, on top, and it's delicious. Definitely go stop by to grab some kulolo from them.
Or if you ever stop by the farmers market in the Wimmer Mall, they also have kulolo and haupia bars. that is put together.
You can also find it at the Kaka'ako Farmers Market in case you guys obviously are staying in Waikiki. Number 7 is squid luau.
Squid luau is a dish that has most times octopus in it. It's taro leaves cooked in coconut milk. You just add your chunked up squid or your chunked up octopus inside.
It's definitely one of those acquired tastes. However, if you're Filipino, it's actually most comparable to laing, which is also another squid coconut milk type of dish.
Squid luau is a lot sweeter than laing though. I will give you guys that warning. You have to get it from the right place. If you get it from the wrong place, it can kind of get little itchy throat, or it could be kind of a bitter side.
Mainly because the taro leaves do have little fibers on them, so if they're not scrubbed properly, you might feel like you're having like an allergic reaction like I do. So yeah, just make sure that you watch where you get it from.
I recommend getting it from Oahu Poi Factory. Highway Inn has really good squid luau too, but Highway Inn is very expensive.
And number 8 is lau lau.
Lau lau is basically steamed taro leaves. You put pork, you wrap it up in taro leaves, you put the fat, steam it. Lau lau has a very smoky flavor, really good. It's super soft, it falls apart. It steams forever, and the longer it steams, the better it gets, it seems.
And also, like the squid luau, same exact thing. If you don't get it from the right place, you might kind of get that interesting feeling in your throat. So just make sure that you check where you're getting it from.
My favorite lau lau is the L&L's in Kaneohe, the original L&L.
And number 9 is pateles, or some people call it pasteles, but it is a Puerto Rican Hawaiian dish.
The dish that's closely related to tamales. It uses masa. Pateles is pork meat that is mixed in with other vegetables, and sometimes they add starchy vegetables such as banana, green bananas specifically, and then when they cook it, they steam it in banana leaves.
And it's not exactly spicy, but there's definitely like a spiced flavor to it. It's definitely more of like a spin-off of like a Latino dish for sure.
I like it. I recommend getting patele fries from Fresh Cat. I also recommend getting pateles wherever you can. It's not hard to find. You can go get it at the grocery store.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that are like a real local dish. So you might have to go to like one of these smaller markets that have like fresh food there. They might have it there. Not like bigger restaurants and stuff will usually carry like pateles.
Number 10, recommend ube butter mochi or butter mochi in general.
So basically butter mochi is made with mochiko flour, so there's definitely like a mochi type of consistency. However, it's more even bordering like a cake. It's very moist, it's very chewy, and it is fairly sweet depending on where you get it from. My personal favorite is the ube butter mochi, but however there is the plain butter mochi, but this is definitely a good dessert to grab. And honestly, I personally even like the Foodland one. Just try it over at Foodland. They usually have different flavors there. I've even also seen lily koi butter mochi, so it just also depends on the season and when you get it. But they also have at Foodland little pre-packages that you can take home and just make butter mochi at home with yourself, so it can also work as really good little souvenirs to bring back for your family. Number 11 is lihimoy pineapple, or just fruit in general.
So lihimoy is dried plums mashed down into a powder, the red powder. If you ever had chamoy, I always say it's like a softer version of chamoy. Chamoy is kind of spicy. Lihimoy is not spicy at all. I would recommend getting that. Any type of fruit, get it from the swap meet.
Again, it's basically just like a dried plum powder, but also the lihimoy flavor can be found in like a lot of different places. It's a very local flavor. So fun fact, even if you go to like Coffee Bean, they actually have a lihimoy lemonade, which is specific to Hawaii. So just try something that's lihimoy. It's definitely different.
Number 12 is guava or lilikoi cake.
Another one that honestly you can find at Foodland. This is perfect if you guys are having like a little get together, a celebration, you guys are on the island for maybe a birthday. The guava cake and lilikoi cake will not disappoint. It's the perfect moist cake, but it's definitely something to try if you're in Hawaii.
Lilikoi is passion fruit for those wondering.
Number 13 is poi donuts.
Poi donuts, oh, my all-time favorite. Poi donuts is a malasada, basically. It's a malasada style. So if you ever had a malasada, it's a donut with no hole in it, sprinkled with sugar on top. Well, this one is glazed sugar and it's poi flavored. Get it from Can Bakery. The problem with that is you have to wake up early to get there before all the olive people go and take it from you, because there's been times where we get there at 10 o'clock in the morning and it's gone.
Yeah, sold out.
So I recommend getting there, fighting traffic, just even for a little bit, getting there 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then getting it fixed, calling it good. Oh, okay. Manapua. No.
Okay.
For number 14 is manapua.
So manapua is basically like a steamed bun. It has typically our favorite is char siu inside, but you can find all types of different flavors, different meat, and it is a Chinese dish, but in Hawaii it is very popular.
You can find it at any bakery that offers food.
And another one, if you're Filipino, it's more in comparison to siopao.
But it's not as sweet as siopao. I recommend going to Changhua Cam in Kapolei for your manapua. Or no, just Changhua Cam right there. Just There's literally the bag right there.
Just actually take them home, so we always get the Manapua reusable tote bag. Make sure you guys stop by there. They also have a really good thing called pork hash. It's basically like a Hawaiian style shumai, but it's super bomb over there. It is a little pricey, but it is worth it. And number 15, surprising enough, is
ices.
Yes,
icy float specifically. Icy float. So ices is different in Hawaii. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the humidity that makes it so good. But they have Malona flavors, blue raspberry. They have obviously they have cherry. They have Coke. But these little crack seed stores, they usually always sell ices, and then you can get them with lihimoi powder or even a lihimoi drizzle. Sometimes they even put a snow cap on top, which is condensed milk, and then you can even add mochi to them. You can just customize it any way you want, but that's what makes Hawaii's ices so good. You can get a icy float which has ice cream on the bottom and an icy on top. Instead of getting a shaved ice, if shaved ice isn't your thing, you could definitely opt in for an icy, and it's really good.
And also, I'm sure you guys have heard, but in Hawaii they do have exclusive icy flavors. Even like the 7-Eleven like Slurpees, they have Hawaii exclusive flavors, so make sure that you guys go check them out. For instance, they have a blue Hawaii flavor instead of like blue raspberry.
I also have a pineapple flavor. I get my icy floats from any crack seed, so Eba Beach crack seed, Season Things in Windward Mall. You can get it from the crack seed store in Windward City. Any kind of crack seed store, that's where I recommend getting you one.
So there's 15 things that you need to try if you go to Hawaii that are not the typical things that everybody wants you to try, but are definitely worth the try if you're willing.
If you like videos like this, drop it in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will continue to pump out videos as much as we can. Mahalo for watching. Aloha.